Hey, how's it going, people? My name is Fernando and welcome back to the channel. I do hope that you are having a wonderful day so far. Now in today's video, we are going to be fighting fire with fire, giving the train a taste of its own medicine, and we're going to be using it as ammunition in order to stop the train. What the hell am I talking about? Well, we are going to be putting up a train against a train. What if 100 trains that are stockpiled with one another can possibly stop a moving train in the progress of making its way towards whatever the fuck the train goes towards? Today's video is going to be a huge one, boys, and before we go ahead and get things started up with today, I was just wondering if you people can be ever so nice to support the video with that blue thumbs up. I would appreciate it ever so much, and if you guys could do me that small little favor to try to get this video to over 666 blue thumbs up, then my god, dude, I would appreciate it ever so much, and you will be the true MVP. And as well, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I will hate it if you missed out any of my brand new videos. Now, I'm pretty sure at some point when you guys were playing Grand Theft Auto and you saw the train moving just right by you, you thought, is there any other method out there that can possibly stop the train whatsoever? What if we can go ahead and try to get another train to stop it? Will that do anything? Well, we're gonna go ahead and experiment with that right now. So right here, you guys can see that I got this train placed right about here, and we're gonna see before we get started with the other stuff, what will happen if one train clashed with another. Now it's time for us to find out that. Now when you guys play GTA 5 over on the PS4 and Xbox One, trains don't usually clash up towards each other because they just spawn one at a time. But what if we go ahead and use a mod menu to just spawn them right in front of each other? So right here, right there on the train tracks, we can see that this was such an epic fail. It looks like that the train just goes right through it, and that's very weird. I really didn't know that whatsoever. Unfortunately, it looks like Rockstar planned for this ahead, and if any train were to go ahead and crash in with each other, the game is just gonna automatically make it go through it. Now, what if we start stacking up other trains right next to each other? Will the original moving train go ahead and go through it, or would it just all crash upon each other? Alright, so it's just about time that the train finally comes in, and now we're gonna see exactly what happens. So I did stack a couple of trains right behind each other to see if the same exact effect does happen. Will the train go through it? And as you people can see, even though that we stacked upon all these trains right behind each other, the same results happen. So now I'm guessing, okay, what can we do to change up the little flow of us failing? Now it's time for us to go ahead and experiment with something else. So how about this time we go ahead and use the freight train. Now I will be stacking them all upon inside the train tunnel, and hopefully we will get some different results because I'm not using the same exact train that we kept failing on, but we're going to be using something differently. And not only are we just going to use 1 or 2 or 5 or 7, but we're going to fill up the whole backside of the train tunnel with freight trains. So let's go ahead and see what happens this time. So I did replace the normal trains again with freight trains, and now the train is passing by. So as of right now, from the front, we can see that the same exact results that we just got before, it just went ahead and happened again. Now I'm not too sure if the same exact thing happens around the tunnel, but as we can see right here, pretty much no destruction has went ahead and happened. Basically, the train right here is absolutely just going through every single train that I placed here, and that's crazy, man. I would have never thought that something like this actually happens in the game. Who knew that if a bunch of trains went ahead and stacked upon each other, the train would just go ahead and go right by it? So that's pretty interesting. But I'm not done yet because there is another thing that I want to go ahead and try out. So I'm pretty sure somebody down below in the comments is going to tell me, Fernando, how come you just don't use the crate from the train? Well, I'm glad you said so because I thought the same thing. So what if we just go ahead and start stacking up the crates from the train on the tracks and see exactly what will happen? Will the train go right by it? Because I'm pretty sure this is not a train itself. It's just a crate. It's a box. So my guess is it just won't. But I don't know, dude. Rockstar is weird like that with coding the game. So here comes the train coming in full force towards the storage boxes right there. And the answer that I thought I was going to get wasn't exact because, as you people can see, even the crates, the freaking crates, guys, the crates, they just the train just went right by it. I mean, when I found out, I was like, what? Are you serious? That's really, really weird. So on the spot, I thought, how about we go ahead and do the same exact thing we did before, but instead of just letting things roll on by, we just put our main character right on top of the train. Will the same exact thing happen again? How about we go ahead and find out? So we went on ahead and put a dummy train right in front of us to see if the train will go through it, and yes, it did. And then when I went ahead and walked on the second train for a while, we can see that the train that I was actually sitting on top of actually moved and took effect. I mean, we can see that it actually got flipped over, but the other stuff right behind us, it really didn't. So I guess I figured it out. If something's on top of the train like a character, then the physics will kick in. So how about we go ahead and try everything we did before, but this time add some characters on the crates and cargo. So this time I was actually shocked. So with all the NPC characters sprinkled in here, we get to see that the train actually goes ahead and pushes the stuff right in front of it. So as you people can see, all the crates and train pieces that I just put right there absolutely got wrecked. The train just went ahead and just pushed everything aside like it was a person swatting out a fly. But that's pretty interesting. This time we actually got results. So how about we try the very last thing that I want to go ahead and test out in today's video. What if we go ahead and stack a bunch of trains right on top of each other next to the train tunnel and sprinkle in a couple of NPC characters to make sure that this time the train will actually physically hit our pile of metal. Alrighty, so here the train comes. We have about 100 trains versus 1 train, and as you people can see right there, what did happen was since everything was colliding with one another, it looks like we made a tornado train that's rapidly just doing some freaky bullshit right there. But I guess after all these tests that we finally ran, it looks like even though we had about 100 trains, the one moving one actually went ahead and won the day. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys want me to go ahead and try next, and then I'll potentially use your idea in my next video, because I'm pretty sure we can stop the train. The question is, what exactly do we have to put against it to make it, get results? But with that being said, I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to support it by dropping that blue thumbs up. It'll be ever so much appreciated, and as well subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. I'll see you guys later. Peace out and stay fresh.